There is never a shortage of drama in the fashion world at Forrester Creations. Nevertheless, as the year 2024 progresses, the stakes are higher than they have ever been. Rivalries within the family that have been going on for a long time, power struggles, and romantic entanglements put together a perfect storm that is about to explode in all directions. The lives of two main characters, Steffy Forrester and Liam Spencer, are about to become wildly out of control as a result of unanticipated betrayals, passions that have been kept secret, and rising pressure from all directions. The silent rebellion of Eric, an example of a mastermind at work. It would be a mistake to undervalue Eric Forrester, the patriarch of the Forrester family. He is much more than that. Over the course of many years, he has served as the glue that has kept Forrester Creations together, successfully managing the fashion business with elegance and sagacity. However, as Eric watches his granddaughter Steffy ascend to the position of CEO, he finds that he is becoming increasingly unsatisfied with the path that the firm is on. In spite of the fact that he gives the impression of being in favor of Steffy, he is deeply concerned that her leadership does not possess the same level of elegance and vision that made Forrester Creations famous in the first place. The belief that Eric has deep inside his heart is that the future of the company lies with him, and more particularly with his own designs. At the end of the day, he was the creative genius who was responsible for the brand's initial triumphs. Eric is determined to make a course correction before it is too late, because Steffy, with her daring and contemporary flair, is drifting too far away from the traditional Forrester appearance with her approach. Although he is aware that diminishing Steffy could cause the family to become inseparable, he cannot allow his legacy to be damaged while he does nothing. Taking action behind the scenes, Eric begins to take action. He begins the process of designing a secret couture collection, which he feels would not only restore the Forrester name to its position as the most prestigious luxury brand in the fashion industry, but will also demonstrate to the board of directors and to Steffy that he is still the driving force behind the firm. Eric makes contact with influential people in the industry and gives them sneak peeks of his new brand in order to lure them in. In a methodical manner, he begins to pull threads, so establishing a scenario in which his collection has the potential to eclipse Steffy's upcoming show, thereby placing her leadership in threat. The struggles of Steffy, a struggle for order and command. Steffy is preoccupied with her own issues, and she is unaware of the silent disobedience that her grandfather is exhibiting. It is taking its toll on her to navigate the day-to-day obligations of Forrester Creations, while also juggling the responsibilities of being a mother and a wife. The marriage between Steffy and Finn has been experiencing difficulties ever since the scandal with Sheila Carter. The fact that Finn is unable to completely separate himself from his biological mother has left Steffy feeling vulnerable, despite the fact that they are working to rebuild trust between them. While all is going on, Steffy is under a tremendous amount of pressure to provide a groundbreaking collection that not only competes with other brands, but also satisfies the board of directors, the press, and the fans. She is well aware that a great number of people, including her brother Thomas, are holding out hope that she will fail. She experiences a growing sense of isolation as a result of the impending pressure to demonstrate her worth. In spite of the fact that she is unaware of the full scope of Eric's ambitions, Steffy begins to observe small changes at Forrester. Key suppliers are suddenly less excited about her designs. Rumors of another project are beginning to emerge in the hallways, and colleagues who were once firmly behind her are beginning to waver in their support for her. At first, she dismisses it as nothing more than the typical expectations that come with being in a leadership position. In spite of this, she is beginning to have suspicions that something or someone might be conspiring against her as the signs get more convincing. When she confronts Eric about the allegations, he acts coy and refuses to divulge his genuine intentions. She is frustrated by his behavior. His evasive comments simply serve to heighten Steffy's suspicions, despite the fact that he insists that he is on her side and has no intention of coming into conflict with her. She is aware, on some level, that Eric is capable of doing actions that could undermine her authority without her even being aware that they are coming around the corner. Will Steffy be able to discover Eric's plans before it is too late? That is the question. The increasing panic of Liam, a man on the judgment line. During the time when Steffy is struggling with conflict within herself at Forrester, her ex-husband, Liam Spencer, is going through his own crisis, and it is all connected to the fact that he still harbors affections for her. In spite of the fact that he is married to Hope Logan, Liam is unable to completely let go of the past, despite the fact that his relationship with Steffy has always been rather problematic. Even though he makes a concerted effort to concentrate on his life with Hope, he is unable to escape the sensation that he is meant to be with Steffy. The connection that he has with Steffy, who is the mother of his daughter Kelly, is profound. When Liam finds out that Steffy's marriage to Finn is in jeopardy, his emotional uncertainty becomes even more intense. In the beginning, he is concerned about her in her role as a co-parent. However, after some time, that concern evolves into something more. Liam is thrown into a whirlwind of contradictory feelings when he considers the possibility that Steffy could be free once more. As time goes on, he starts to have doubts about his dedication to Hope and whether or not he made the right decision when he left Steffy all those years ago. Hope makes an effort to contact Liam about what is going on, but Liam completely ignores her because he is unwilling to acknowledge his increasing love for Steffy. Hope is able to sense Liam's distance from her. As Liam continues to distance himself from Hope, she can't help but become increasingly concerned that he is reverting to his previous behaviors. Liam's worry, however, is not simply about his sentiments. Rather, it is about the decisions he has taken and the risk that he could lose everything if he does not bring his emotions under control. Hope is unaware of this fact. During the time when Liam is struggling with his internal conflict, he discovers that he is pulled to Steffy in an understated way. It is under the premise of co-parenting that he continues to come up with additional excuses to visit her, and the tension that exists between them increases with each time they are together. Due to the fact that Steffy is still intent on preserving her marriage to Finn, she is not entirely aware of what is taking place with Liam. On the other hand, when she does ultimately do it, it can result in a confrontation that has the potential to drive a wedge between both families. The clash between Eric, Steffy, and Liam is brewing like a storm. As the completion of Eric's hidden collection draws closer, the tensions that have been building up between Steffy and Liam also reach a point of no return. Due to the fact that Steffy is attempting to maintain control of Forrester Creations while simultaneously attempting to save her marriage to Finn, her world is on the verge of disaster. But Steffy is walking a tightrope that is getting increasingly difficult to balance with each passing day. Eric's sabotage is lurking in the shadows, and Liam's mounting panic threatens to disturb her emotional stability. Steffy is in a desperate situation. In the meantime, Eric's intentions to overshadow Steffy's leadership could result in a power struggle that divides family against family, which could potentially leave Forrester Creations in a state of anarchy. The possibility exists that Steffy will be forced out of the firm that she has worked so hard to build, and Eric will be able to recover the throne if his new line of products is successful. In the event that Eric's strategy fails, it has the potential to irreparably harm his connection with his granddaughter, and it might also put Forrester's future in jeopardy. On top of everything, there is Liam, whose emotional turmoil has the potential to start a raging blaze. A confession of his feelings to Steffy might disrupt her efforts to restore her marriage and send shockwaves through his relationship with Hope. Steffy's efforts to save her marriage could be derailed. The delicate equilibrium that exists between these individuals is on the verge of being disrupted, and when it occurs, the repercussions could have a long-lasting impact on the Forrester and Spencer families. As the storm approaches, there will be no one who is spared from its effects.